Okay, today we're taking a day trip into Mexico, and the place is called Nuevo Progreso, Mexico. Here's the Border Patrol checkpoint for going in and out. You have to pay a toll, but I never drive into Mexico. I have an SUV, and SUVs are a prime target for the drug cartels. But this is a relatively safe city. We park on the US side, and these are people entering the parking lot. You pay $2 for the day for parking. So you pay $2, and then you have the change for going for the pedestrian toll. Do you have the change? Okay, very good. I need 50 cents. My wife is sleeping on her feet. Alright, so anyway, this is what we do. We cross over, okay, and you enter the bridge. Now, my advice to you is if you have to use the bathroom facilities, use it on the US side. They're a little bit better. Not a little bit, a lot better than what's over on the Mexican side. Now, here it is. You even have to pay a toll, pedestrian toll, here. And what we do is, it's 50 cents, quarters only. Now, they do have a ATM machine, and they have a change machine for if you need change for the pedestrian toll. Now over here on the right we have a duty-free store. So here they have a sign for thank God for America and for our winter Texans. The winter Texans are people that frequent this area, and they come down here, and it's a big part of the economy, the tourism. So anyway, you can drive over the bridge. You pull in over here if you want to stop by the duty-free store.
You have a nice landscape.
Nice landscaping. Now, I'm going to go in, but I'm not going to photograph inside. Okay? Now, one of the things about the duty-free store, it's hit or miss. Sometimes the prices are good, and sometimes the prices are bad. It all depends. But you don't pay any tax, but you do pay a Texas state tax when you bring it back into the country. You have to pay on the other side. It goes according to what size you're bringing. And if you're a smoker, they charge you like $1.50 per pack for cigarettes, because it's so cheap, the cigarettes over here. It's like maybe $15 a carton compared to almost $40–50 a carton in the States. Okay, so we just left the store. I bought a bottle of Absolute vodka. That's a 1 liter bottle, not a 750 milliliter bottle, which they sell in the United States. It was $14, no tax, but I have to pay when I get back to Texas. You pay a Texas liquor tax, which is, the last time I believe it was $3.50 per liter. Now you're limited to 1 liter, but sometimes when you go through immigration coming back, they don't care how many you bring back. Now, if you do bring back more than one bottle, they can impose for every bottle more that you bring back, they can charge a 10% import fee on the federal level. But I brought back bottles before, 2 bottles, and they let you go, usually. Okay, it all depends on the Border Patrol agent, and it all depends upon your attitude. Some people have terrible attitudes and a terrible demeanor, and you reap what you sow. They're doing some landscaping work here. It's very beautiful. What kind of tree is that?
That's, I think that's a crepe myrtle.
Oh, crepe. Is it?
Señor,
Okay.
¿cómo se llama the árbol?
You're asking the wrong person.
He just.
Spanish have a hard time.
Just stream him. We're not
Ah,
asking
okay.
for the plants. What the other plants tell us?
It looks like crepe myrtles.
It looks like a crepe myrtle. I don't know.
Crepe myrtle. Yeah.
It's just that I never saw it grow like a tree. The crepe myrtles usually come up.
Yeah, but maybe this is a very old
different.
one. That's
Yeah,
why it looks
maybe.
like a tree.
It's already old.
Right, how?
Yeah.
You can feel that from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a crepe myrtle.
All right.
Gracias.
Okay, thank you.
But it's beautiful. You see the color?
Yeah, beautiful. Now this is where you walk over the bridge,
Look at the
and look at that bamboo, huh? That's very thick bamboo. Matter of fact, in Texas, they call it damboo because some places where it's growing, it's out of control.
This is a younger bamboo.
Yeah. Now, this bridge, especially when the winter Texans are here, now this is after the season, and this will back up with traffic all the way into Mexico. It's actually faster to walk across the bridge than it is to wait in line through the traffic. That's an added plus of why I pay for parking, besides the safety issue. Don't forget, you get involved in an accident in Mexico, you could be brought to jail. And they have scams going on in Mexico. One of our friends got caught up in a scam. Someone purposely drove their bicycle into the side of his car. The police were there immediately, which is it doesn't happen in Mexico because the police are in on it. And he was brought to the police station in handcuffs, and he had to pay the bribe. So just be aware. Now this is the Rio Grande River. We call it the Rio Grande, and on the Mexico side they call it the Rio Bravo, which means the Brave River. And it's flowing pretty good today. Must be rain upstream. We're facing west, probably northwest. And here's the point where it says the boundary of the United States. So right where this line is, this is the United States, this is Mexico. So we just crossed over into Mexico. Now another thing here is that they have beggars that are by the bridge, and they'll be shouting at us to throw money down. Alright, and that's coming up here. Sometimes they can poke a hand through with a hat to ask for money. in many places in Mexico, people are only making $5 a day. So, and they don't have the social structure of the United States, where if you go on difficult times, you can get support. So, anyway. Now this is going into Mexico. Now, one thing about the United States, you have a lot of people that badmouth the Mexican people. I don't do it. They, matter of fact, down here, they're a vital part of the United States economy along the border. They spend money that's unbelievable on the U.S. side of the United States. So, people that have an issue with the Mexican people, stop it. We have malls and everything on the U.S. side that they would close up if it wasn't for people spending their money from Mexico into the United States. Plus, you have people that live in Mexico. They want no part of living in the United States. They have a better lifestyle, a lot of the people that live here. They'll have maids and everything. If they come to the United States, no maids.
Yep.
And here, what's that? Look at that. Alright, and this is a beautiful eagle, the Mexican eagle over here. Look how beautiful that is, huh? You have a beautiful statue. Okay.
Go to the.
Alright.
You have to pay or no?
No, there's no payment going. We paid going in, and when we go out on the other side, you pay. So one thing after the other, and here we are. Okay. That's it. Now, unlike the United States, you have to show identification. No identification necessary to cross into Mexico, but you better have your ID on the way back out. Either passport card or your passport, or if you were American born, they have to identify you. It could take hours if you don't come over with your identification. So that's it.
Very colorful.
Yeah. No. Anyway, I'm going to the dentist today. That's part of the reason for our trip. One of my crowns came loose. So, no thank you. And we go to one dentist here. I think he's excellent, in my opinion. And his name is Dr. Mustre, which is
No, we have dentist already. No, thank you, sir.
his name is Jorge Mustre. He runs one of the biggest dental clinics. That's one thing about Nuevo Progreso. It's filled with pharmacy and dentists. So this is where people come from. I even have met people from Canada that have their dentist work accomplished down here, because they say that the prices are terrible in Canada. Even though they have socialized medicine, they got to pay for service. So they come down here. All right, I'm going to turn this off because we'll go to the clinic. Hold on. and I'll stop it when I get up to the door. Okay, so we go here back to Moose Tree. Okay,
Estamos muy pobres acá en Progreso, Texas.
that's it.